Hi, welcome to Cooking with Ann. Today we're going to be making a recipe that I grew up eating and I've been making for years and years and years. And it's something that most people will have all the ingredients for in their house. So it's the salmon loaf, plain old salmon loaf. We're not using the salmon that you buy like for $2.99, $3.99. We're using the canned salmon. And I prefer the red salmon over the pink. So the red's a little more expensive, but it's better. So what we need, first of all, we need to have our canned salmon. Any kind, any brand will do. We need breadcrumbs, some milk, any kind that you have in the house, 1 egg, any size, a little bit of Pam, because we're going to spray our pan. We need a measuring cup. We need a little bit of mustard. Normally you put in dry mustard. I never have dry mustard, so I always use the wet. It's just to give it a little bit of flavor. And then, of course, salt and pepper to taste. And that's all you need. So, first of all, you're going to open up your can of salmon. I've already done that. And when you get your can of salmon, you have to take out the bones that are in the salmon. There'll be little like rings all the way down. Pull out the rings. The little thin bones that are surround it, not a problem. We can just crush those. If you don't want to take those out or can't take them out, crush them up, perfectly fine to eat. You won't even know that they're there. Okay, so we just put that in our bowl. We're going to flake the salmon with our fork. Just means break it up and crush up all those tiny little bones so that we can actually eat them without getting them stuck in our throat. But the big round bones we've already taken out. And even leaving the skin, there's little bits of skin and whatnot surrounding it. The skin is really good for you. So just mash and mash and mash. And the size of our can is it's a small size. It's not one of the big ones. It's a 213 gram. That's all you need. So once that is flaked, we're going to add our cracker crumbs or breadcrumbs. I just picked these up at the store. You can make your own if you want. I don't bother with that. So we just need a half of a cup. Okay, that looks good. And in those cracker crumbs, I'm also going to add, or breadcrumbs I should say, I'm also going to add some pepper. They state, a quarter of a teaspoon. I just shake it until I figure it's enough in there. I'm not big on salt and pepper and things. I'll add a little salt. There's already salt in the salmon, so you don't want too much. We're just going to mix that together. Let me get another spoon here. And if I had the dry mustard, we would add this at that point. I've got the wet mustard, so I don't do it here. Okay. We're going to add to salmon. I'm just going to pour that in, stir it around a bit. Get it all nicely mixed with the salmon. because you're still crunching it up again, still thinning it out. Okay. Then we're going to mix the milk and the egg. So the milk, we need 1.5 cups. And as I said, it can be whatever kind of milk you have. And we need our 1 egg. I'm just going to put the egg in with our milk. Not one of these people that can crack their eggs with one hand and wow everybody. I'll just throw that there. I'm going to use the same fork. I'm just going to gently mix. And then when we get this mixed enough, we're just adding it to the salmon and the breadcrumb. I'm going to add in my mustard. Once again, if it were dry mustard, you would put in 1/4 teaspoon. But since I don't have that, I'm just going to squirt. And that's enough. Just enough to give it some flavor. Okay. Everything all in. And I've just used a small bowl. Let me get that out of the way. And we're going to mix again. So right now it's just a goopy mess. We're going to take our Pam, or if you don't have Pam, just use regular margarine or butter. Spray generously. It helps it get out. All right. We're going to put our oven on at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to cook it about 30 minutes or whatever time it takes to get to the right consistency that you feel it's done. Warm enough. This is not, you can eat this raw if you wish. So it doesn't matter if it's not cooked, it's just trying to get it hot enough so that you would enjoy it. So we're going to pour the mixture into the bowl. Okay, so that's a good sized loaf. So 400 degrees Fahrenheit in the oven for 30 minutes, and then serve with lemon slices at the end if you want, or just pour a little bit of lemon juice over it to give it a little more flavoring. And that's that, and I'll show you what it looks like as soon as it's done. Okay, so this is the final results. It should be kind of congealed, I guess you'd say, and lightly browned, and that is your salmon loaf. So enjoy.